Are you a closed book when it comes to supersizing and growing your business? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Our idiom or expression today is a closed book. Now, a closed book is an idiom or an expression that's been used since the 1900s, and it alludes to not having access to information for some reason because a book is closed. Maybe a chapter or a book or something from the past is what this reminds me of, isn't available to us anymore. Maybe resources or in terms of people or information isn't available to us. Maybe it was in the past, but it isn't anymore, or maybe it's never been available to us. Think of secret government information that isn't available to the general public. Those closed documents are not available to us because they're a closed book. Nowadays, it's more a locked or encrypted or closed computer file that we probably don't have access to. Information we don't have access to is considered a closed book. It's not information that we're privy to. We don't get to see it. In 1944, Frank Clune used this expression in The Red Heart. And since then, and even prior to then, it had been used a lot. It just meant I don't know something, I don't have access to that information, or I don't have that information. And it might not even be that you can get that information. It's a closed book, it's a closed case. Think of closed cases on all the detective shows, right? It's a closed case. It's in the file cabinet in some basement storage facility, and you may or may not be able to access it, but chances are you personally cannot access it. Some subjects in our businesses, especially when we're growing our businesses, we shut the door on, we close the book on. We don't want to revisit them. I think of past mistakes I've made in my business life and in my career, choosing the wrong partner, both in my personal life and my business life. I don't want to ever revisit that again. So from the past, I leave that in the past, but I make sure I take the lessons that I learned and bring them right along with me into the present moment and hopefully into the future as well. So we take our lessons learned, we bring those with us. We don't close the book on the lessons that we've learned because otherwise we're destined to repeat those mistakes again. And I don't know about you, but I like to make new mistakes all the time. I don't want to go back to mistakes I've already made before. In most cases, we want to live in the present, be present in the present. That's why it's called the present. Plan and prepare for the future, but just let the past go. I like to say, let's let those sleeping dogs lie, woof, woof, and enjoy our cup of coffee, enjoy what's going on right in our lives now, and don't worry about the things that are a closed book. If we are setting our businesses up for success or failure based on information that may be unknown to us or even unknowable, there are a lot of things in the world and in our businesses, in our lives, and what we're trying to create in the world that are unknowable. We don't know if we're even going to be here tomorrow, much less do we know if a certain person is going to become our customer or an influencer or work with us or become our partner. Things that are outside of our control, we just need to let be outside of our control. But we need to control the things that we can control. So I don't spend any time worrying about the weather or traffic or anything else. I only control or worry about the things that I personally can impact, and then everything else I just need to deal with as it comes up, as it happens. Doesn't mean I don't plan and prepare. I'm a total planner and preparer and goal setter and chip away at things and project management, but I don't worry about things that are unknowable. Doesn't mean I don't dig into and try to find things that are unknown and make them known. Sometimes we get into the closed mindset, which really it's about having a closed mindset. If it's a closed book, it's a closed mindset, because there's always a way to figure out what we want to figure out or to do what we want to do if we believe that there is. If we believe that there isn't, if we believe we can't do something, guess what? We absolutely can't. Other people can do it, but you can't do it, or I can't do it if we say or believe that we can't. That, to me, is a perfect example of being closed, a closed book. And that means I'm choosing to be unknown or unknowable. A lot of us, we hide away a big part of our personality, a big part of who we are, especially when it comes to our professional life and our businesses. I did that for a long time. We just show up as we think people expect us to show up, and we be who we think they want us to be, but we're not always right. So I say, if you're a closed book, go ahead and be more open. I suspect we'll talk about an open book in a few days, but for right now, I would love to know your experience with closed books, be a closed books. Closing the books from an accounting standpoint is something entirely different altogether. But share in the comments below what you've experienced with this expression. Have you found that there is information that you would love to have to supersize and grow your business that you just don't have access to? Because guess what? Sharing it with us, there might be somebody in our group that does have access to it and can help you get exactly what you want. The world's a lot smaller place, especially with the internet nowadays, than it used to be. So never count yourself out. Have an amazing day. I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it in your business and your life to supersize and grow that business and create what you want right now? Take care.